I'm pouring out my heart and soul and feel it deep down in my bones. It's my time to shine, I'm going far. Turn up that kick drum, funk that bass, drop and hit those 808s. Tonight I'm gonna light up like the stars. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now? Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Now it's time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Here I go. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Is this the moment I've been waiting for is finally knocking at my door. My day up in the sun is just a ride. The world is mine and it's my stage. I'm owning this, I came to play. Just shout out, scream it out and testify. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now? Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in.
Hey, good morning to everybody. How are you guys? Let me shift over here. I went the wrong way. He told me to go that way and I didn't listen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is TNT Tuesday for you here. And what does that mean? You're all like, wow, that's something cool. I like TNT Tuesday. I'm glad you do, as do I. So on TNT Tuesday, the idea is that every single Tuesday, everybody's going to take something related to TNT and post it. Right? One of the different topics that we've talked about, something you like. So go to AcquistoRealEstate.com, slide on over under Acquisto TV, pull down, and then you'll see all the TNT videos within that section. They're nicely separated under TNT videos for this and that, and you'll be able to see all the different topics. Once you're there, pick one you like and go ahead and post on it and find a reason to post that and put it out there. And we'll all get together today and do that. Katie kind of came up with this and led the charge. And we posted one yesterday and we'll be posting one again today. We're going to try to become very consistent with this and place our brokerage within the upper echelon of people that are being proactive, people that are trying to put out good quality content, people that care. Because what everyone's always looking for when they choose an agent is someone that they know, that they like, and that they trust. And we want to be the local person who has this competency and has a knowledge base. So we're going to be putting that out. Pick a relevant topic, any one of them. Like we said last time, there's hundreds of them inside there. So go ahead and pick one you like that you feel is relevant. Do some searching on the page up at the top at AcquistoRealEstate.com. There's going to be a link. And you can put in that search bar, you can type some stuff in, and you'll find topics that are relevant for you that you might think are pretty good. Everyone doesn't have to post the same one. You pick anything you kind of want and promote it and kind of share and show and why you feel that's important. So the topics could be literally anything, right? So hope you guys enjoy that. And I hope it goes well. We'll have kind of some intro for that next Tuesday. Omkar's promising me something that's going to be spectacular, I think were his words. Maybe he said fabulous. I don't know. I don't know why he did that. He went with a high voice too, but that's neither for here nor there. Let's talk about this week. We have meetings today. Agent meetings are on Tuesday and Thursday, and I want to remind you that we have them at 10 and 12 o'clock today. So please be prepared and be ready for those meetings. Please come with some ideas on what you think so that we can have a nice collaborative roundtable on this. The idea is that it's not always us speaking and talking about everything, but what we'd rather have is a more collaborative environment where the agents all give their input on different items that can help, and we can all gain and be stronger from one another. So the topic for this week's meeting is how to get more listings. So it's the spring season and more listings are upon us, and we're trying to find out ways and discuss ways that you as the agent can get more listings for yourself. So that's today's topic. And for our topics that we are covering today here on TNT, we have number one is the best realtors do open houses. That's going to be the first one. I'm going to kind of share some stories of open homes and how they've went recently, kind of what's going on with COVID and the fact that maybe people are itching to get out and to do some of these different things and be in person for some great properties and the success that we've had with some recent open houses. So is that a good idea for you to start doing as an agent? I don't know. We'll discuss that more. Then we have the 3 best features to include in a new home. This might be one that you kind of want to start thinking about. I've had some discussions recently about the way that new homes are constructed and some of the newfangled rooms that people are looking for and the ways that we can put that all together. I have no idea why I went with the air quotes on the word rooms there. I don't think that was really a thing to do. You can call me out for that and that's totally fine. And then we will have one new real word for you today, and that is APR will be today's word of the day. We'll get to all of that in just a moment after we finish up roll call. So please go ahead and put your information over there or chat in that you are here, that you are present, and then we can go ahead and get started. Also, if you are new and a first-time viewer, this is where Shana normally chats in and says, hey, give us your name, and we would like to be communicating with you. So if there's anything we could do to help you out, we're always here for you and would like to do that. But without further ado, that's way too much talking and not enough topics covered. So let's end that and move on. Hey, I'm Mike, Acquisto Real Estate Broker and co-owner with Acquisto Real Estate in Frisco, Texas. Eventually, I'm going to become a McKinney resident. For right now, I'm a Frisco resident. And the best realtors do open houses. We are, I don't know exactly where in the time frame, but we're either just coming out of or starting to come out of or out of. I guess it depends on how you feel with COVID, but open houses are becoming a thing again. And the best realtors do open houses, especially now. And you're thinking to yourself, that's weird because houses are selling so fast. Why do I have to do these? Because you should. So the top couple of reasons are your clients deserve it. That's pretty much the answer right there, right? Your job is to represent your client and to get them the highest and best price with the best possible terms that is all designed for what your client wants. So that's some of the things. It's convenient for the sellers to have a ton of people flood through their home all at one time when they're not present, that they already have and they can schedule and work around. Also, you can bring another realtor with you, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people that are starting to attend and be present for those. So you probably want to bring another person. So number one, you can secure the property and you yourself can be safe. So that would be one of the best practices there. But you can also capture anyone's information when they come in. You can form a bond and spend some time with them and create those relationships and see people in person. So if that's important to you to potentially be grabbing new clients that are out looking at houses, then that's a good way to go ahead and do that. So it's possibly a great way for you to get some new buyer clients when they're having a difficult time finding a home. And this is one of the few times when you potentially, as a listing agent, get to speak directly with a potential buyer for the property. You get to control the narrative directly to that client or the end buyer. So imagine that, right? You're sitting there with them. You're able to show the feature that you like. You're able to explain exactly what you want. Once you get past that, in theory, you don't have any direct communication with this buyer. So you want to make sure that during this time, it's one of those that you get to speak you to them. There's no intermediary. There's no other agent. Sometimes in that process, you don't know what the other agent's doing, the buyer's agent. You don't know exactly how they're communicating, what they're saying. They're looking out for their client's best interest. And sometimes it's not, this property, that's the right one for them. And they may miss something. So this is a great time for you to go ahead and share those off for you. Okay? And any type of information that you gain during this process is going to be super helpful for you. So imagine that you're there speaking with the buyer and you get some additional information. In this discussion, in this rare time when it's you and that potential buyer and you guys are speaking together, what you have is a unique opportunity to get some insight, whatever that is, why they want to go, what their motivation is, So you would go through their LP mama, as Katie would say, and you'd find out all of those different terms and find out what they want and what's important to them. Over here in the chat bar, you're going to see that Katie's going to chat in LP mama, and she's going to tell you exactly what that acronym stands for, and she'll be Johnny on the spot or Katie on the spot and put those together for you guys, right? So that you gain great insights, and that insight translates over to the negotiation. Imagine if you find out some key piece of data, whether they have a timeline, whether they already sold their home, whether they have this, whatever those things are, whether they have this amount of cash out of pocket, or their parents could help in this situation, or whatever it is, you're going to gain some insight directly from that. And as a professional, you should be representing your client the best way to grab that information. So that's a really good reason to go ahead and do the open house, if nothing else. Okay? Now, I would be speaking directly to Shana, and I believe she's on here today live from California with Hannah, and she's had some great success recently with open houses. And that's why I'm bringing this back up, because you as your client, you want to make sure that you're starting to do them for that particular client. So maybe Shana will chat in some numbers of how many people she's had recently at the open houses, people that were all appear to be genuinely interested, a lot of people that came in without agents representing them, a lot of people that she has to start to follow up with, and very, like people that are ready to do something, but they just can't find the right thing. So Shauna's had those intense numbers, and I don't want to kind of steal her thunder, but there are a lot of people have been going through there. Maybe we'll get Shana to put in some notes there on how many people in particular, how many different parties that came through, family units that would be potentially looking to purchase properties. It's an amazing time. And it's unbelievable too during this open house that Shana was able to go ahead and actually build some bonds, and for the people to comment that they had seen her. And they're like, oh, you're that agent that does this, right? And it was interesting because she also has some luxury listings that are out there, and they were like, oh, I saw you in this other house, or you were the agent that was actually in the pictures or in the video, right? And she had numerous people that were commenting to her on, you're that person. And they were almost shocked. Not that she was a celebrity, but it in certain ways, it was kind of celebrity status when she was speaking directly with these clients or potential clients on whom she happened to be. So always look out for your client, always do the best you possibly can for them. And this potentially helps overcome some of the issues that you had that Stacey spoke on yesterday with overlapping times on the showings and how all that works to get your people in. If you do believe you're gonna have multiple offers, think the open house will help you out, and you should be taking advantage of that. to potentially be winning more listings in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude us for this on this topic. Let's see. Shana's comment. Whoa! Shana says 2 open houses, about 100 people and 20 interested unrepresented buyers. The awkward silence there was so that you thought about that for just a moment. Does your client deserve that? Next. Thank you. I'm Mike Acquisto, real estate broker and co-owner with Acquisto Real Estate. That's where Shana would normally sit. She's a luxury broker, but she's not here. She's in California doing luxurious stuff. So, without further ado, we are going to cover the 3 best features to include in a new home. And by features, I'm talking about rooms and the best rooms, features, things that we can possibly do. So just kind of think about this and let's put it in this mental space. This is my unofficial list, but I've got some assistance from people that I really trust. Amy Gasparini out of Frisco, Texas chats in and told me the other day that the laundry room, and specifically a large laundry room, is extremely important to her. Shana Acquisto, luxury real estate agent from Frisco, Texas as well. It's weird that we have so many Frisco people telling me what to do, and specifically women that I know telling me what to do. But 2 large offices are also important. We'll discuss a little bit more about that in just a moment. And random person on the street tells me that extra storage and hidden space is also very important. They want to keep things out of the way, and we'll go over that in just a moment of how we can keep our home kind of showing ready even when it's not showing time. That's not a plug for the company. Showing time is just about, like, I don't know, I use a word in an awkward way. But anyways, back to the large laundry room. So Amy and I had a discussion about this, and when we were talking about it, she told me several features in a large laundry room that she would like. So we've been kind of laying this room out and discussing what that room would look like. I'm going to have a very detailed discussion and break down each one of these rooms in the very near future for you guys, so get excited about it. But the large laundry room that Amy's speaking about has obviously room for the laundry, right? And you can put the washer and the dryer in there, but also an additional space to fold. Because what we run into oftentimes is that now this room is too small and we can't actually utilize the room correctly. So we will have an actual place inside this amazing laundry room that you can go ahead and fold. Maybe a place that the kids can pull up and kind of sit down at an island, whether it drops down or it's higher on bar top seats, so that they could sit there and hang out with the other person who happens to be doing the laundry, folding, putting stuff away, or whatever that is. This laundry room space, now that we have a little bit more space in it, also underneath this island would have something like a dishwasher so that we can show off some additional items, and so we can clean some dishes when we have a big party or an event. So imagine in this large home that we have a lot of guests over and we have maybe somebody comes in that helps to cater every once in a while, and that we can bring all of these extra dishes, all of this extra stuff, and put it inside this laundry room that's most likely right by this kitchen. So as we pull everything in there, we now have an extra sink with a garbage disposal, and we can go ahead and take some time and do the dishes there and get them away from the main sink. One of the weird things that happens is people are willing to help clean up when a party ends or when they leave. But if you only have one dishwasher, crazy as that seems, you can't get that all done. So if you have a lot of people over, if you're able to pull everything in and you have 2 dishwashers, one in the other room, then you get twice as much done, and it's not an issue for you later that night or the next day to finish all those dishes, and you'll have them all sparkling clean before you even go to bed that night. So the second dishwasher, key thing with lots of extra space. Great idea, Amy. In addition to that, we want to also have a window looking out. We want to make sure this is a fun and inviting space to be inside, and maybe include a television as well. Amy's just coming up with some sparkling ideas that will be included inside this laundry room. My hat's off to you, Amy. Great job. The dual offices, we're talking more. about that all the time. And clients have multiple people working at home now, and we want to ensure that 2 offices become kind of the new standard. If we're going to be selling luxury properties, we have people earning good incomes and most likely dual high-end incomes. So in that situation, both parties are going to want to have a nice, spacious office to home office in, and that is kind of the new standard. So ensure that if you're looking at building a new home or you're looking at finding one for your client and assisting them with that, that we kind of look towards that trend of the dual home office. This is something that's not going away. Once you get used to having your own office, you're not going back and sharing. You're on all those annoying Zoom calls. You definitely don't want that volume spilling over, and you don't want to be the person working at your kitchen table. You'd rather have your own office, right? So there you go. And tons of extra storage space, places to put things away, places to hide things, so to speak. So when that caterer comes over in that fictitious situation, we're able to pull all that stuff in and put it inside this laundry room that's right next to it, right? So we're going to talk about all that and much more, but those are my 3 best features to include in a new home, or best rooms to include in a new home. I have a lot of chat action, and we're all talking about this here. Let's see on the side. Shana says she loves Amy's laundry room ideas. Yeah, there's plenty more. I didn't get to hit on all of them. Maybe we'll show some pictures of some of her favorite laundry rooms in the very near future. We'll discuss that and get that in. And what else do we have here? Megan loves that Shauna's a celebrity. Well, that's pretty good. And the double washer and dryers, those are definitely a thing regardless. Shauna, you are extremely active on today's chat. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go ahead and close that topic out. One new real word today. I'm Mike Acquisto, real estate broker with Acquisto Real Estate, and today's word is APR. APR stands for annual percentage rate, and this is not the note rate on your loan. That's a key thing. It is the value created according to the government formula intended to reflect the true annual cost of borrowing, expressed as a percentage. It works sort of like this, but not exactly. So only when you use the actual loan payment is the guideline. You deduct the closing costs from the loan amount, then you use the actual loan payment. Then you calculate what the interest rate would be on the amount instead of the actual loan amount. You will end up with a number close to the APR. Because you're using the same payment on the smaller amount, the APR is always higher than the actual note rate on your loan. What? Okay, so what does that really mean? And use it in a sentence, Mike. Sure. The brand new client that's buying their first home calls up the lender and gets a document and says, why is my APR higher than the note rate that I was promised that we discussed? That's the question, and that's how you use it in a sentence. And the actual answer for you is it takes all the cost of borrowing and it puts it in there and it gives you a number. And this number is kind of like if that's amortized all those expenses over this term. And it's going to give you a higher number. It's your effective annual percentage rate, right? And then what this does is this number's higher than your actual note rate. So APR is always going to be higher than your note rate whenever that comes up. You're probably going to want to speak to your lender for an exact, clean definition on why, how, and whatever's going on. It's going to leave your head a little spinning, but just know that that is the case. It's a government thing on how they want it presented to you so that you can effectively compare product 1 and product 2 or product 3 with different mortgages and understand the true cost of borrowing and which one's more expensive. It's going to take into account your expenses related to originating that particular loan. That is APR. That's fully defined. Close that out. Hey, well, that's a wrap for today. I did remember to hit that's a wrap today. Thanks for that, Omkar. That's amazing. We do have agent meetings today. Those are going to be at 10 and noon. So jump on the appropriate ones. The best realtors do open houses. You got some real information, some real facts from Shana. How many new clients do you think you can get out of an open house? I don't know, but maybe bring somebody else to help you out and keep you safe and ensure that you're able to collect all of that information. Also, ensure that you understand that if you are the second agent assisting in this open house, that you have clear rules set up with the other listing agent on exactly what's happening. Most likely, the way that's going to work is you are assisting them and doing them a favor. You'll be gaining insight, information, and whatever that happens to be. And the agent who has a listing house will be the one that will be getting these new leads, prospects, whatever that happens to be. So I want to make sure that we're clear on that. If your idea is different than that and you have some different arrangement, then please ensure that you are clear with the other agent who is assisting you to do that open house. Okay? But most likely, I'll assist you with yours and you take the leads generated there and you'll assist me with mine. We'll do yours on Saturday and we'll do mine on Sunday. We do have set up times for the open houses, and I think we have 4 signs, 2 for Saturday and 2 for Sunday with specific time frames set up. Probably a good idea to jam those in the ground well in advance so that you can be promoting when this open house is going to be. I would leave some additional time and show up early because you'll have some people there because there's a lot of people looking for houses, and stay late because you're going to have a lot of people that are just like wandering in right at the end. So anyways, then we did cover the 3 best features, including in your house and 1 real word, but you guys know them and we're all good there. So let's go ahead and close it up, take some pictures and get out of here. See you guys at 10. All right. Hey, it's you and me. Let's get rid of that earpiece. Oh, I gotta hit all these buttons on my own. Perfect. All right. What else you got?
Yeah. The mug was covering your face, so let's do that again.
What was the mug covering? Oh, you can't see it. It's clear. Because it's green. You know, I really hope I don't run into the same problem I had. I see this one coming like a freight train at me, Omkar. I have this... listen to this. So I had a problem last time Shana went out of town with underwear, that I was running short on underwear. And I kind of solved that problem last time. I bought more underwear. So I'm not going to have that problem. But this time I think I'm going to have a problem because I'm running out of Yetis. And I don't know if I'm going to do the dishes until she gets back. So now I have like, am I going to run out of Yetis each day? So there's always problems. It's crazy what I get myself into. All right, what do we got next?
First topic, the best realtors who open houses.
Perfect. Let's get that.
Yeah. Now.
Perfect. Done.
Are those Yetis available on the store?
Can I buy them in the store? No, no, it's not available in merch store. You have to go directly to yeti.com and place an order for a bunch of them. I have some more up at the lake house. You can probably bring them home. I'm ultimately going to be fine, I think, but I have to see how many are up at the lake house.
Right. Okay. So, second topic, 3 best features to include.
Okay, cool.
In new.
Oh, I should use this.
Yeah.
Works better.
Now.
Got it. All right. And then we got to get APR, right?
APR, yeah. APR.
Cool.
So,
I got a calculator.
Yeah.
At least it looks like one.
All right. Now.
Done.
Perfect.
Really? Do you think it's perfect or it's just at least completed?
It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad you're willing to say. It's just like acceptable?
Yeah. It was acceptable.
It was acceptable. It's good to know. Why am I holding up all random things? I don't know, but now you have them. All right. Thank you, Omkar. Let's go ahead and end this.
1, 2, 3, here I go. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Is this the moment I've been waiting for is finally knocking at my door. My day up in the sun is just a ride. The world is mine and it's my stage. I'm owning this. I came to play. Just shout out, scream it out, and testify. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now? Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. I'm pulling out my heart and soul and feel it deep down in my bones. It's my time to shine, I'm going far. Turn up that kick drum, funk that bass, drop and hit those 808s. Tonight I'm gonna light up like the stars. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now? Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Here I go. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Is this the moment I've been waiting for is finally knocking at my door. My day up in the sun is just a ride. The world is mine and it's my stage. I'm owning this. I came to play. Just shout out, scream it out, and testify. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle microphone. Give me that Give me that microphone.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Here I go. Give me that